Welcome everyone to another episode of Coral Living, New Year's edition. We are crossing over from 2021 into 2022. And whenever that happens, whenever I cross over into a new year, it gets me thinking about the year to come. What will happen? What will we see? And it's made me think about this subject of self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, prophecy is just making predictions about the future. Now, whether that comes from your own intuition or a divine source, that might be another topic to look at. But I'm just talking about the predictions we're making about the future, and with the self-fulfilling aspect of it, which comes into play, that's you actively taking a role in trying to make your predictions come true. And I think that can be buried in your subconscious. You might not think that you're taking an active role, but when you strongly believe something, it can cause you to act in ways that you're unaware of. So ask yourself, do you see that happening in your life around you? Maybe if you can't see it within yourself, do you see how we do it collectively? How even like take the world as it is right now, all the things that are going on in the world. Notice how every tribe, every belief system kind of sees the situation as unfolding according to how they believe it. Like a very common thing, like with the pandemic, right, is that Christians, they see the pandemic as the fulfillment of their belief system, whether it's Revelation, end time stuff. It speaks right into their belief systems. Now, unreligious conservatives, they see it as an attack on maybe old school capitalism and socialist communism coming to get them. And liberals might see it as the fulfilling of, the planet trying to heal itself from the environmental disasters, and that we're overpopulated, and so the earth is organically, taking care of itself through viruses. But don't you see how with all the different belief systems, they all see it as like a fulfillment of their beliefs, and how they have those beliefs is how they tackle life's situations and make it unfold for themselves. And the disappointing thing about it is it seems like it's always negative. It's always doomsday predictions about where humanity is going to go. No wonder there's so much shit going on in the world. All we do is predict calamity. Look at all the movies out there about Armageddon, like apocalyptic things happening to us. It's always bad. Now, I'm sure there's some movies out there that might predict something a little bit better, and there's a few that I can think of, but I would say the vast majority, like one of the popular movies that just came out was that one on Netflix, Don't Look Up, predicting, a comet, coming to the earth, and the idiot political leaders, they completely ignore it, and just shows how selfish we all are, and it leads to our ultimate demise. But can we not get out of this line of thinking? Can we not collectively start thinking of something better for ourselves in the future? I want to make my own predictions about the year to come. And you should do it. Write it down on paper, your own predictions about what you'd like to see from humanity and the world and your own life, and what you want to manifest. because I'm tired of all the garbage that we're constantly being fed. My predictions for the future are going to be that, I'm going to eat better, that I'm going to be a better father this year. I'm probably going to start working out more. I think I'm going to just do like a whole thing that is personally better for myself. I think maybe this year I'm going to be more honest. This year I'm going to be less selfish. This year I'm going to be more giving. This year I'm going to take care of my inner demons, and I'm going to quash them, and I'm going to conquer them. And for the world, I see it as going into the future. What I see for the world this year is that we're gonna have some new technological innovations that are really going to help us solve some of the world's major problems. I see in the upcoming future that we're going to start really fixing starvation in certain countries. We're going to start fixing our financial problems. I see in the future that there's going to be a political awakening where it won't be so serving of just one class, but it's going to do what's best for the whole of humanity. I see for our future a time of enlightenment where we're going to start realizing new truths that we never understood before. There's going to be awakening, like a light bulb going off in our heads, waking us up to what's actually going on. I predict in the future that we are going to be better connected. I predict heaven coming down to earth. I predict that animal species that were on the verge of extinction are going to start resurfacing and doing better. I predict that families are going to start coming together and becoming closer. I predict that relationships are going to be healed. I have predictions that people who are addicted to horrible substances that are killing them, they're going to find freedom from those addictions. I have a belief that despite our differences, we will be able to learn how to somehow still respect each other. That wars will come to an end. That famines will come to an end. That water shortages will come to an end. That we will enter into a new age of peace for all of the world. It will be a beautiful time. People will look at this day as the most exciting, best time to live in. I believe it will be a time of forgiveness for those who have hurt us, on no matter what side you're on, that we will be able to come to understanding, peace, unification, and it will not take fire and brimstone to bring us to this realization, that we will wake up to that right now, in this time, in this day and age, for this year. So that's my prediction. Now imagine if we could all get our belief systems on board for something like that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a happy new year. If you like the episode, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, share it with a friend, and everybody, until next time, stay spiritual.